So with the recent release of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, I've decided I want to go back and play through a couple of Metal Gear Solid games. I've played through all the games on this list, and I'm going to give you my brutal, honest opinion of what I think of each game. These are the ones I've played. There is a couple more on the PSP and stuff, and I believe a few on the mobile, but I haven't played them, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. These are the only ones I've played, but I just want to review them, and if you guys want to tell me in the comments below if I'm right or wrong, or what your list looks like, feel free. So, starting off with Metal Gear Solid 1, it's an absolute classic. I played the HD collection. I had a lot of fun with this game. It's probably one of the better games. I'll probably put it in like A tier. Even on like the PS1, like I never had to play it, but I've seen gameplay, looking up this game, trying to see what I thought and stuff, because I haven't played it in years. And to be honest with you, it still holds up. Like the graphics are classic. They're beautiful, like still to this day. The art style, like a lot of people wouldn't really be able to appreciate it, but I do. I have a PlayStation 2. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 on that, and I played 3 on the original Xbox, and I thought 3 looked great still to this day, and that classic collection was brilliant. I definitely recommend getting the classic collection if you're just after playing Snake Eater. Definitely do it for Metal Gear Solid 2 and 1. No, I really do like Metal Gear Solid 1. I think it's one of the better ones. We are going to keep the S tier for just one game. So the next one we have is Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, and it came out on PlayStation 2 in 2001. Gonna be honest with you, this one really disappointed me. I thought, like, I didn't get the hype whatsoever. I'm probably putting like D tier. I thought it was okay. The story just seemed really boring. It didn't really captivate me as much as one. The graphics, they're decent for its time. I thought it looked fantastic. I love the stealth. But I just thought it's quite boring. I'm joking, by the way. It's an A tier, 100%. I much preferred this over 1. 1's fantastic. It's a classic. But personally, 2 for me it's definitely up there. It's a contender for S tier. So the next one we have is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater on PlayStation 2. Came out in 2004, 3 years later after 2. And to be honest with you, I thought it was a good game. I don't think it's as good as 2 in my opinion. I think it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it, but for me the story didn't captivate me as much. I thought the stealth and everything was brilliant, but I just preferred the story in 2, in my own opinion. So the next one we have is Metal Gear Solid Acid. Now a lot of you probably not heard of this. I don't blame you. It is not a bad game whatsoever, but it's nowhere near the level of like Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3 in my opinion. Came out on the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, in 2005. It was a pretty good game for the the PSP, but in my own opinion, like story wise, everything else, like fair enough, graphics and stuff, you don't expect much, like, but just from me, I remember enjoying this game a lot because I did have a PSP and I actually bought it again when I was a bit older. That's when I got to play it, and I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. I thought it was alright. I also bought the second game, which is Metal Gear Solid, but I also did buy the sequel, Metal Gear Solid Acid 2, which came out in 2006, and I actually thought it was a bit better. I actually enjoyed it a bit more. Maybe it was just the graphics were slightly better, but I actually thought the story was actually a bit better. I thought it was more interesting, a bit more entertaining. I thought the stealth was hugely improved. Just felt a bit better as well. The actual game felt a bit more like actually done. I don't know how you would actually word it properly, but I just felt like it was just they put a bit more time into it. It just felt like they got rid of all the shit from the first one and kind of just worked upon it. But yeah, I thought it was actually like, if I were you and you're looking at getting a game, if you have a PSP for some reason, 2025, maybe check out Metal Gear Solid Acid 2, in my opinion. If you just want a Metal Gear or a good PSP game recommendation and you enjoy Metal Gear Solid games and you never played it before. So I might be a little bit biased with the next one, Metal Gear Solid 4 Gods of the Patriots. It came out on the PS3 in 2008, and when I say I might be a bit biased, it's because the nostalgia of me getting this game. This was I believe the first Metal Gear I got. I just have a lot of nostalgia for this game, and I just think it's like the best one in my own opinion. You can disagree, and a lot of people probably will. Not everyone loved this game as much as I did, but I thought it was freaking fantastic. A few of my friends would definitely disagree with me, but I just loved this game. Yes, also including the 70-minute freaking cinematic. I know, ridiculous, but I just loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was brilliant, and I just really, really enjoyed the game. So the next one we have is Metal Gear Solid 5. Came out on the PS3, the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PS4 and PC. Now, in my opinion, if you probably play this on the 360, like a friend of mine did, it's probably going like D or E tier, but I think it's a solid Metal Gear game, in my opinion. Probably put it like right before 3 and 2 and 4. I think it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. If you play it on PC, it's probably a 10 out of 10, maybe a 9. Thought it was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Um, I don't think it's the best Metal Gear Solid game ever made, but I think it's a great stealth game. I think it's a great starter game that if you just want to get into the franchise and you just want to try it out, this is probably the one I'd recommend. Um, one of like a bit more. The story was a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Wasn't bad by any means, but I just a little bit disappointed at certain parts. But I do think they did extremely well. I think graphically it still holds up to today, definitely. But that's really all I gotta say about MGS5. Now we do also have Ground Zeroes, which came out actually I think before, so I probably should have done this one first. I probably have put this in like D tier just because how short it is. Like I can't even remember. I think it's like 4 hours long. Yeah, no, it was pretty ass. Not much to say about it. Came out I think in 2014, 360, Xbox 360, PS3. Sorry, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And to be honest with you, I would stay away from this game if I were you. It's not worth picking up unless you literally get it for like a euro or a pound, whatever your currency is. I just do not think it's worth it in my opinion. So the next game we have is Metal Gear Solid Survive. And I know what everyone's thinking, just throw it in trash, like this game's not worth even talking about. But I'm gonna give you a few thoughts, right? Because I gave this game a chance. I was very excited for it. Um, I was hoping that it was going to be really good, and to be honest with you, after a few updates, going back to it, it's actually not that bad. I'm actually like really surprised, but there's still like a really strong community on that game. For some reason, it's resurged a little bit. I think it's because of the newest remaster. But I actually had like a little bit of fun playing this game. The base building has gotten a lot better. Like I got it on a deal for like 10 quid, and honestly, I'd actually kind of recommend playing this game. It's not the best one ever made, but I'd probably put it like B tier. I'm taking the piss, by the way. Please undislike this video and please like it if you don't mind, or at least don't dislike it. Yeah, no, this game is absolute trash. It is the most soulless game I've ever played. Money grabbing piece of fucking shit game I've ever played. Do not buy this game. Keep it away. So next one we have is obviously Snake Eater Remastered, whatever you want to call it. Now this really, really upsets me because I was so freaking excited to play this game, but it runs like shit. The performance of this game on PC at least, it runs so poorly. And to be honest with you, I can't give a game that has come out and has come out so unoptimized. Like, yes, the story is obviously great, and I love the new engine and everything, but I'm sick and tired of games coming out the way they are lately. And to be honest with you, I can't comfortably say that this game deserves A tier in the way that it came out. If it's just based on story and graphics, then yeah, it'd probably be an A tier game. But personally, from me, this game is a piss take and should have not been released for another year. And I say this like the way I've said it because MGS3 is my favorite game. MGS3 I loved. I thought it was freaking fantastic. If you have not played it, go play it. I do think Snake Eater the Remaster will be an S tier game, giving a few updates possibly. But right now, the way it is, it's not worth the money, especially the price. I think it's like 80 quid, 90 quid for the deluxe if you don't play it a couple days early. It's just a money grabbing piece of shit of a game. It's really upsetting to see the way the development. It's just really upsetting to see the way Kojima has gone. It's really, really disappointing. I was really hoping for this game to be good because I wanted to put an S tier because MGS3 is probably one of my favorite games of all time, and the fact that I can't give it S tier is really upsetting. But the original one is going up there in S tier. I'd nearly throw MGS4 as well, just because I did love MGS4, but it is more just because it's my first one I ever played. But yeah, that's my ranking, guys. If you agree or disagree, leave down in the comments below. Tell me your ranking. And guys, if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.